Good morning. You will have heard this J36 make a load of wonderful sounds. Here it is. You'll have heard it made a load of wonderful sounds. Now what I have done is I have oiled all the push rods, I've oiled the tender, and I've taken the base plate off and put grease on the driving cog, and it still makes this wonderful sound. What I'm going to do is show you what the cause of this is and how to fix it. I appreciate you watching and I hope you'll find this video helpful. Thank you. Right, the first thing we're going to do is take the tender off. You could leave it on, but I suggest you don't, otherwise you risk damaging the wires. Now, I've got a special tool here, however, I prefer using 2 screwdrivers to prise off the digital connection. There we go. And I'm going to unscrew. Now I tend to do this there's a screw from the loco. Now what you really need is a pot to put things in. Now what you need to do to get inside the loco is prise off the coupling. Can I have another pot please? The next thing you need to do is you've got a small screw. Now putting these screws in different pots so I don't get mixed up, because on some locos they're all very similar and they have slightly different threads. Don't ask me why, I do not know, but they do. You've got 2 small screws at the back of here. Hopefully you can see them if I twist it. Just down there. Obviously it's a compromise between showing you what I'm doing and doing this properly. And these are tiny little screws. And you cannot afford to lose them. And there we go. Right, to take this off the body is easy. There we go. Simple as. Now, what you've got here is you've got little bearings in here, in there and there. So what I do is I push that in there and put some oil in. Now it's a bit of a drop on job because you can't get the spout in there. And what I do is I put some molly grease on here. Fill a hole with it, that'll do it. Done. Now what you don't do is you don't bladder a load of oil into here, otherwise the motor won't work. Now obviously there is a downside to this, because what you end up getting is a load of crap on the track, but that will soon dissipate over time when you clean your track. And that is it. And I need a tissue, here we go, toilet paper will do. Perfect for this. Oh, that is, that's glue from something. holes in there, okay. So there we go. Now put it back together. It's the reverse of having taken it apart. So we put the body into the sponge holder. Am I still in the correct place?
Yes.
And you drop the chassis into the body. Always check it looks right, which it does. And now we put the screws back. Now these bent tweezers are always best for the job, otherwise you would spend ages trying to drop it into the hole. There we go. That's one. Simple as. Now these little screws, I believe the bent tweezers are probably the most important tool. Got to do this because you get this wrong, you're not going to find one of these little screws again. As I say, I mean, not if I wasn't doing a video, I would use my right hand to hold this. So you just hold it over the hole with the bent tweezers and away we go. Simple stuff. That's all. Next job is the tender. Now if you find you're a person that cannot remember or does not know exactly how things go, take pictures with your phone. Take them with your phone, because the great thing about the mobile phone is not that it makes calls, it's the fact that you can take pictures of before and after. So if you find yourself in a situation where how the hell does that go, and it's easily done, I've done it, and I had to learn a lesson when I had to pull another loco apart, that's done. And the next thing I need to do, obviously, is put the front coupling back. Anyway, thank you for watching, and we hope that this will solve the problem. And there we go, all done, all back together, and let's give it a run round the track. Thank you for watching. Here's your starter for 10. And what I'm going to show you now is obviously the outer part of the track. Obviously, if you can't remember the horrible sound, flick back. Well, you remember the awful noise this was making going through this part of the track. Here we go. Gone. Now what the problem was is because this has been sitting on my model railway board in the Victorian station siding and hardly run, over the months everything has dried out. All the oil has dried out on the bearings, everything inside the engine, and of course there's no lubrication. We're going to run it a lot slower now, and then you just get the grinding sound, and that's basically it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you found this video on how to stop the squeaking of a J36 useful. But as I've said, the reason is it's been sitting on the model railway board, hasn't been properly run for about 18 months, hot cold, air conditioned room, the oil dries out, there's nothing there, and that's why it makes a noise. These are not sealed bearings on these locomotives. Again, thank you for watching.